What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and today I am joined by my good friend Alpine Gremlin from Battle Strats.
What's up, guys?
So, during the press conference for E3, during Microsoft, everybody was talking about the Xbox One, but there was some announcements for the Xbox 360 that might have slipped through that were pretty big. One of those announcements was World of Tanks is coming to the Xbox 360. Now, if you haven't heard about this game, it's huge on the PC. They've got over 60 million players. They're going off and venturing into different areas. They've got, one coming out for airplanes, one coming out for the sea. Isn't that right?
Yeah, World of Warplanes and World of Battleships.
So what would you call World of Tanks for anybody who hasn't played it before? How would you sum it up?
Well, I'd explain it as a very team-based tactical MMO that centers around armored vehicles.
So perfect for my viewers. If you love strategy games, this is going to be a good one. So it's huge on the PC. It's coming to the Xbox. What should Xbox players expect? Is it still going to remain free to play? How many players are online and all that other good stuff?
Right, so you're going to pretty much, there's really no huge differences between Xbox 360 and PC as far as Wargaming has announced. All that's really going to be different is instead of a keyboard and mouse, you guys are going to be rocking controllers. But other than that, you can have 30 players in a single match at once, 15 versus 15, and World of Tanks is completely free to play. There are a bunch of things that you can pay for that will give you extra little bonuses that will help you along. But as far as that's concerned, everything is the same. So you'll start out in a lower, and at the first level, you got you're not too powerful. Your tank isn't too stellar, but as you battle and level up and gain experience and you gain credits, the in-game currency, then you'll be able to upgrade to more powerful vehicles until you eventually reach the end of the line.
So is this in any way connected to the PC, or are they standalone? Are we going to be playing with PC players, or is it just Xbox sticking with Xbox players? How will that work?
Right. The PC forums were just all over the place this past couple days after it got released. A lot of them were questioning whether or not Xbox players are going to be playing with PC players. They're going to have their own server. So if you're playing on an Xbox 360, you are not going to see a PC player. And if you're a PC player that wants to come to the Xbox 360 to give it a shot, like me, you're going to have to start over. So I have a bunch of stuff on my regular account, but I won't be able to use it on the Xbox 360. I'm going to have to start over from scratch.
Yeah, and you talked about being able to purchase some things. A lot of people get really antsy whenever you start talking about free-to-play because they don't really buy that it's truly free-to-play. Can somebody sit down and not pay a single dime on this game and enjoy it just as much as the people who are constantly forking over money into the game?
Right. Wargaming really tries to break away. They don't like having their games being labeled as pay-to-win games. They've really, in the past year, they've really done a lot to make sure that players that don't pay a cent are going to have the same experience as players who pay almost every day. The only real advantage of paying money is you can basically you get certain advantages. So you can buy premium account. Premium account will get you extra credits and experience for every battle, so it can help you along with your grinding to better vehicles. You'll get there quicker depending on how you play. Obviously, it's all based on player skill. Other advantages, you can buy what's called premium tanks. Premium tanks are basically just they earn more credits and experience per battle. They're cheaper to repair, so they're basically a way of making money for players that want the higher and more expensive vehicles, and that's how they drive those vehicles all the time. They run their premium vehicles in combination so they can make money. And all those vehicles, premium vehicles, really are Wargaming is big on that balance. So a player driving a premium vehicle, he's going to have his tank has been balanced so that he's going to have certain strengths and weaknesses just like every other tank.
Okay, so, and the way that it works out, so paying might get you to rank up faster, but the way the matches work, they place everybody together who's around the same level of experience, right? So you might be able to move on faster, but as far as the people that you're currently playing with, they're all going to be the same, I guess, build as you.
Yeah, the game's matchmaker, it's pretty good about keeping the matches balanced. It generally takes, occasionally it'll have some hiccups, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And I'm assuming this will transfer over to the beta version of the 360. But basically, it doesn't let tanks face vehicles that are too higher or too lower in comparison to them. The maximum, because there's 10 tiers in the PC version. Most tanks depend, but with few exceptions that have different roles to fill on the team, most of the tanks on your team aren't going to see vehicles that are more than 2 tiers lower or higher than them. So if you're driving a tier 7 tank, like a heavy tank, you're not going to see a tier 10 vehicle unless you go in with somebody who will, like with the platooning and friends system.
And you did mention a beta a little earlier, so there is a beta that you can sign up for. I'll leave a link in the description box so you can sign up for that. And that should be starting any time now, right? Because the game's going to be releasing later this summer.
Yeah, I would expect, if you've already applied, I would expect your email to come soon. I can't say because I'm not wargaming and they haven't made any announcements yet. I've been asking on all the forums that I can about when we're going to be supposed to be getting these follow-up emails if we've been selected. If you're interested, I suggest you get your application in soon because it's on a first-come, first-served basis.
All right, so be sure you check out the World of Tanks beta and look forward to that if you're on the Xbox 360 later this summer. Big free-to-play game coming to the Xbox. Gremlin, thanks for joining us, and also be sure you check out Gremlin's YouTube channel. He posts all kinds of World of Tank videos up and tips and tricks, so you'll need to check that out once you get the game. Links are in the description box. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and information, be sure you check out VGN, videogamesandnews.com. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Later, guys.